So we are going to continue with our training from where we stopped last time. We could not do our training yesterday because normally we don't have the training on Wednesdays. But here we are today to continue with the training. So I would like to welcome all of you for today's training. And my name once again is Ambassador Joshua Tahule. And this training is a free training. We call it a professional diploma training. And we organize it for free. From training to certification, the training is being provided by the Institute of Global Peace and Conflict Management. And the essence of providing this training is to empower you with the right skills, to empower communities and individuals within our communities to be able to resolve conflict at the personal level, conflict at interpersonal level, conflict at organizational level, conflict at leadership level, and whatever level of conflicts that may confront you. The essence of this training is to help you to be able to navigate those conflicting situations, to be able to address such conflict. So I would like to welcome all of you for today's training, and I hope that you people are going to enjoy the training. All right, so if you can hear me, you let me know just in the comment section if you can hear me, and if you join us, let us know your name, where you're joining us from, and so thank you very much for taking time to be part of this training always. I know it has not been easy, but you have make it upon yourselves to be part of the training all the time. So I'd like to appreciate all of you. I'd like to welcome you for today's training, and I believe that we are going to have a wonderful time together to learn. So you are all welcome, and thank you for connecting for today's training. So if you connect, let us know where you're joining us from, your name, your country, and we'll be happy to see that all of you are part of the training. And today we are looking at peace education and advocacy. Peace education and advocacy. That's what we'll be looking at today. Peace education and advocacy. If you join us, remember to share the link with someone. Let them be part of the training. Thank you. Let me share the link in our WhatsApp so that people can see you join. Let us know where you're joining us from, your name, and your country that you're joining us from. Hello, if you join us, let us know in the comment section. Just comment your name and the country where you're joining us from. This is the 1-month professional diploma training from the Institute of Global Peace and Conflict Management. And if you are a follower or a subscriber on YouTube or Facebook, you can participate in this training. All right, you can participate in this training. So the training is for you. So join us to be part of the training. Thank you. Jafet from Cote d'Ivoire, you're welcome. All the way from Cote d'Ivoire, thank you. We are going to look at your application. You send your CV, Very soon we'll invite you over for interview. All right, we'll show you an interview with you very soon. Thank you. Just reduce our fan for me. Collins from Kenya, you're welcome. Thank you very much. I'm trying to share the link so that others can join us. So be patient with us. You're all welcome, please. Thank you very much from YouTube. Lucas McGuire, you're welcome. All right, so Lucas McGuire, you're welcome. Naza Ogugwa, you're welcome. All right, so this is a free 1-month professional diploma training in peace and sustainable development. So I'd like to welcome all of you for taking time to be part of today's training, and I hope that you're going to enjoy every bit of today's training. And today's training is going to be on peace education and advocacy. Peace education and advocacy. Rosemary, you're welcome. Peace education and advocacy. All right, that's what we are doing here today. Shibri Mohammed, you're welcome. From KB State, you're welcome. Pekura Treasure, you're welcome. Ramsey Ese, you're welcome. I welcome all of you for today's training. Tim Simon, you're welcome. All right. Cecilia, you're welcome. Thank you very much. We appreciate all of you for taking time to connect today's training, and we hope that you are going to benefit every bit of it. Kenneth Truth, you're welcome. All right. Godia, you're welcome from Abuja. Thank you very much for connecting to this training today. And like I say, the topic for today is peace education and advocacy. Ellen Felix, you're welcome as well. All right, I welcome all of you for today's training. And the topic once again is peace education and advocacy. All right. Peace education and advocacy are very, very, very vital components in peace and sustainable development. Peace education is what we are also doing here. All right. We are providing this education for free so that people can benefit from it. All right. And by virtue of that, we are creating awareness, and we are empowering communities, individuals, people within communities, organizational leaders to be able to resolve conflicts at different levels, and also to bring peace in their communities. So this is part of the peace education awareness or campaigns or advocacies that we're doing. That's why we're offering this training free. Otherwise, we could have monetized it so that you can pay a fee before you participate in it. All right, but we are doing it for free because it's part of our peace education efforts. I get a point now. So I would like to welcome all of you once again. And like I said, peace education and advocacy are important tools for promoting a culture of peace. All right, because I believe that what you are learning here is going to benefit you in one way or the other, to help you to resolve family conflicts, societal conflict, organizational conflict, conflict within yourself, what we call intrapersonal conflict. Do you understand? And of course, conflict at the level of interpersonal level can also be resolved. So I would like to welcome all of you here, and I hope that you are going to benefit from this training. Ambassador Emeta, Ambassador Franklin, you are all welcome. Thank you for joining us from Calabar, Odofia, you're welcome. Peter Hosea, you're welcome from Nasarawa State. Thank all of you for taking time to join us. Victoria from Lagos, thank you for joining us. All right, so what is peace education? What is peace education? Peace education is the effort we make to empower individuals with the skills, knowledge, and attitude needed to prevent conflict. All right, to promote understanding and to build a more peaceful and inclusive society. Now, for those of you that are receiving training from us, the knowledge you are getting here, your interaction in society with order is going to be different. The level you view things is going to be different, right? And how you approach issues is going to also be different. Do you understand? Because of the knowledge you have acquired here. That is the benefit of this training to you and for your community. Do you understand? So it will help you to interact with people better. It will help you to improve relationships. It will help you to, relationship even with the organization, organization staff, political associates, and every business associate. Do you understand? At whatever level you have the reason to engage and interact with others, then the knowledge you acquired here will help you to navigate the societal odds, also the negative energies around you or within your environment. Do you understand? So peace educations empower individuals with the right skills, education, knowledge, and attitude needed to provide and promote conflict prevention, promote understanding, and also build a peaceful and inclusive society. So that is the essence of having this training that we are doing here now. So peace advocacy. Let's look at peace advocacy. Peace advocacy involves raising awareness, promoting dialogue, and mobilizing support for peace-building efforts at local, national, and international levels. So one of the things that we're doing here is peace building. The training we are providing is peace building effort. And we are raising awareness. Some of you, through this training, can become members of the Institute and also at that level contribute to make our society better. All right. So that's why this training is being provided for free, so that you get the skills, engage with your community, and make your community prosperous, make your community better, settle conflict in your communities. Do you understand? That's the essence why we're providing this training. So, and peace advocacy is very, very important. You can do it at every level. You can do it in your school within your community, or community associations, okay, in your estate. You can carry out peace advocacy in marketplaces. All right, you can carry out peace advocacy. Dorimori from Lesotho, you're welcome. And Sewale from Zambia, you're welcome. Thank you all for taking time to join. So peace advocacy is also very, very important. All right. So peace education, peace advocacy, all right, are key components of peace and sustainable development. Because when people are aware of what they need to do and how to do it, how to address issues, then definitely they are going to do what is right. They are going to do business in such a way that it will reduce the odds of having conflict with others. Do you understand? So it's very, very important that we consider this. All right? It's very, very important that we consider this. Are we together? Are we together? All right. So let's move ahead and look at so education, like we're talking about, plays a crucial role in promoting peace by fostering understanding and also tolerance, empathy, and critical thinking skills. That's what education does for all of us. Do you understand? So among individuals and communities. So now let's look at the various ways in which education contributes to promoting peace. What are the various ways education contributes, all right, to promote peace? What are those various ways that education contributes to promote peace? Number one is conflict resolution skills. Through education, individuals are equipped with conflict resolution skills, such as communication. You know how to communicate reasonably. You know how to negotiate. You know how to mediate. And you know how to solve problems. Do you understand? So that is what it is. So education empowers you to be able to participate in your community issues, address issues with the skills you possess. That's the essence of having, peace education. All right. That's the essence of having peace education. So education itself is a powerful tool that can empower us with the right skills to be able to navigate the societal challenges, solve problems, right, and address conflicts peacefully and constructively. Right. Once you possess these skills, you can be able to, do a lot of things, most especially to resolve conflict. Do you understand? In our society. So that's the essence of having acquiring knowledge. That's the essence of that's the essence of acquiring knowledge, and it's very important that we acquire knowledge to help us, address the issue of conflict in our societies. Do you understand? So that's it. All right. So promoting intercultural understanding. Peace education also helps us to promote what? Intercultural understanding. Education also helps us to promote intercultural understanding. Education also helps us to promote intercultural understanding. Please, I have the people on Facebook are not getting me because of network issues. Let me try to subscribe. I think I have run out of data on Facebook, so let me subscribe, please, with one of my line. So, but education also help us to promote intercultural understanding, and that help us to understand different cultures and the way of life of to be able to please let me subscribe my phone so that the people on YouTube, on Facebook can also understand or enjoy the training, please. Please, I'm coming. I'm with you. So I'm just trying to subscribe so that the people on Facebook can also be part of, because the data in one of my lines got exhausted. So I think I needed to fix it. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. So as I was saying, peace education peace education also help in promoting intercultural understanding. That is, education helps promote intercultural understanding, respect for diversity. You know, most of us, we are in society that is diverse. We are living in societies that are very, very diverse. For instance, now in Nigeria, for instance, there's high level of diversity in Nigeria in terms of language, in terms of ethnic groups, in terms of religion, in terms of traditions, and there are several diversities in terms of the level of education, in terms of level of income. So there are this level of diversities that affect us in different ways and in different perspectives. Do you understand? And this is what we're talking about here. So, but with education, it will help you to accommodate all these diversities, to manage these diversities in such a way that there will be no conflict, there will be no confrontation. Do you understand? So that is why education is very, very important. And education helps us to understand what is good, what is right, and what's the right thing to do. Do you understand? So that is that. Another thing that education helps to, another way that education helps to promote peace is by promoting empathy, right? An ignorant person is always aggressive. An ignorant person is always aggressive. But someone who is educated reasons differently. Do you understand? They reasons differently. And of course, there's that possibility that they will behave differently. Do you understand? So that is it. So someone who is educated, the way he reasons is different from the way someone who is not educated reasons. Do you understand? So there's that level of empathy. There's that level of show of concerns. There's no need for you to show discrimination. There's no need for you to stereotype if you are an educated person. But this is what ignorant people do, because they are not educated, and of course, whatever comes in their minds, they do it, not minding who is hurt. Whether you are hurt or not is none of their business. Do you understand? So far as their choice, so far as what they want, they achieve it, then it's settled. But that's not how it's supposed to be. All right? So education promotes empathy. Do you understand? It promotes empathy. All right. So education also promotes critical thinking and media literacy. Some of you are able to connect to this training because you are literate about media, social media. Do you understand? For instance, now we are doing this training because we are literate about the media, social media. Do you understand? And of course, critical thinking. Yeah, you don't just take decisions, you take informed decisions. You take decisions that are mostly rational, because you don't want a situation whereby you take decisions that are uninformed, and then of course at the end of the day you'll be regretting. That's why most of the times when we take decisions when we're angry, all right, 90% of decisions we take we took while we were angry always end up being regrettable decisions. Do you understand? We regret taking such decisions. You took a decision while you were angry. At the end of your action, you come to regret why you took such kind of actions. That's why I say when you are exchanging heat argument, if care is not taken, you say things that if they tell you that you are the one that said those things, you will say no, you were not the one. But actually you were the one. Do you understand? So education develops critical thinking skills and media literacy. It enables you to, carry out a critical analysis of information. All right, you have to discern biases. All right, when somebody is talking so biased, you know that this person is talking from a biased point of view. All right, and then you can also resist manipulation. All right, by way of propaganda and misinformation. When you see it, you say no, this is not true. This person is trying to misinform you, or this person is trying to manipulate you based on what they say or do. Do you understand? So education helps you to be able to discern these differences and these biases and to mitigate them. That's why we need education, and that's why you were here. So that if there are certain terms that you learn from this training that when you see them somewhere, then it will not be strange to you. And the action that is expected to be taken will also not be strange to you. Do you understand? So that is what education is all about. So education also helps to promote human rights and social justice. Do you understand? Those that are educated can help to promote and protect the rights of the people. You don't want to go about abusing people, because to understand the consequences of abusing people's right is you're always beating your wife. Do you know what that means? That's battery and assault. If we charge you to court, you'll pay heavy prices or fines. Do you understand? You can serve even a term in prison. Do you understand? So these are the things. So, but education will help you to understand that it is not nice to abuse your children. It's not nice to abuse your wife or even abuse your husband. Because women too can abuse their husbands. You may not beat your husband, but emotionally, you are killing your husband. Do you understand? So it matters. So education helps you to promote and protect the human rights, the rights of the people, and of course, social justice. All right. Where there's need, social justice must be achieved. Where injustice prevails, you must look for justice. All right, you must address injustice by way of getting justice for those who suffer injustice. Do you understand? Very important. So building sustainable development. All right, education also helps you in achieving development. We cannot achieve any form of development without education. Whether the education is conventional education or is unconventional education, but education, whether it's technical or vocational, is education. Do you understand? And it can help you to address some of the developmental issues that are confronting us. Do you understand? It's not everybody who designs the engine of a car that is that has formal education. Some of them have technical education, and of course, it helps them to be able to do something that will help and benefit the society. Do you understand? So that's what it is. So I sincerely want to appreciate all of you for taking time to connect to this training, because you want to acquire the skills. You want to have the knowledge that will help you to navigate through our societal issues and also fight for people, be a voice for the voiceless. For those that are joining us as members of the Institute, during your induction, you'll take an oath of allegiance that you're going to be a voice for the voiceless. That is those that are suffering injustice. You will stand for them, you will speak for them, you will fight for them. Do you understand? We're supposed to have a legal, there's one of the forums in the Institute, although not yet activated, but that forum is a forum for those that are going to be fighting for those that are unjustly detained. Do you understand? We call it the legal forums. Do you understand? They are members of the Institute, but those that have legal backgrounds, they will be members of the Institute, and then they will form members of that forum. Their goal is to fight for those that are suffering from any form of injustice. Do you understand? Those that have cases in court, but they have no lawyer to defend them. And then, of course, our members who are having court cases, this forum can help them to defend them. Do you understand? That's the essence of that forum. Though it's not yet fully activated, but we have lawyers, and we are going to activate that forum soon. By the time we have logistics on ground available, we will be able to activate that. So, I think I understand. So we need support to be able to, because what that particular group needs basically now is the means of transportation. If we have a means of transportation for them, then they can be moving around to attend to those issues. Do you understand? The legal team. And then that's what it is. So fighting for people, getting justice for those who suffer injustice. Do you understand? So we need education. Without education, we cannot be able to do any of those things. Without education, I cannot be able to do what I'm doing here. All right. So empowering youth. Education empowers young people to become agents of positive change in their communities and societies. If you're a young person participating in this training, you have no reason to go and fight in your community after or initiate a fight or go and join a gang of criminals to fight anybody in your community. Do you understand? You will know that such an act is not good, and of course you have to do something. You have to even work diligently to make your living. With this certificate, you can even apply for a job and earn a living. So why should you go and join a gang of armed robbers? Do you understand? And then or go and join some hoodlums in the community to cause trouble. You understand that is not necessary. Do you understand? So peace education or education generally empowers young people to be able to rise to the occasion to do something good for themselves and the community where they come from. They become agents of change. Do you understand? They themselves advocate for change. They advocate for development, for peace. They cannot protest and destroy government properties because they know that it's not good. Do you understand? So that's why it is. But those that are ignorant, when they are protesting, the next thing they start destroying government properties. This property, the government spent a lot of money to do it for you. Now you are protesting and destroying it. Money that government would have used to still better your life, they will still take it and fix what you have destroyed. And in fact, where corruption is, they may even double the money or triple the money. Do you understand? And then so that corruption will also be satisfied, and then of course you end up suffering. So, but if you are an educated young man like me now, nobody will come and give me 20,000 to go and protest on the street of Abuja for anything. If I choose to join a protest, I'm joining it for a reason. I am so convinced that this reason is going to benefit me, number one, going to benefit my family, number two, going to benefit the society that I represent. You understand? So I will not go and join a protest that are being paid 20,000 to go and protest. For what? Protest to defend a failed government. I cannot do that. Do you understand? So that's why it is. So education is very, very important. And it helps you to know your right, know what is good for you and for your community. So that you will not go and do something that will jeopardize your name and your community or your society. All right? So promoting global citizenship. Education promotes a sense of global citizenship and encourages individuals to take responsibility for promoting peace. Now, education, by the power of education and social media, we are here. People are joining and connecting from all around the world. I've been calling countries that people came from here. Some from Nigeria, from Lesotho, Cote d'Ivoire, Ethiopia, Zambia, Kenya. So many places we have people here joining this training. Do you understand? So this is why it is. So a global citizenship. So it's not just that you be a Nigerian before you promote peace. No. Education, like for instance now, with our membership certification, you can use it anywhere in the world. Do you understand? Yes. With the certification, our membership certification, and the certificate we are giving you from this training, you can use it anywhere. It's acted accredited. That is American Council of Training and Development accredited. So you are going to use it anywhere. Do you understand? So that's what we're giving you here. So it's not just, this training is free, but it's not being designed as a free training. It's designed in such a way that it will benefit you really good. Do you understand? So that's why it is. So education provides us sense of global citizenship, and then encourage. So anywhere you find yourself, you can promote peace. You can do things for the community where you find yourself. Peace itself is let me say, peace itself is it's from community peace. Do you understand? So when we're talking about global peace, we cannot achieve global peace without first and foremost achieving community peace, because community peace is a component of global peace. So for us to achieve global peace, we must first and foremost achieve what? Community peace. So that's why it is. So wherever you find yourself, you can do something for the good of that society. Do you understand? You find yourself in UK, in Nigeria, in Kenya, in Ghana, you know that your responsibility here is to promote and maintain peace, to do things that will sustainably, benefit that community where you find yourself. Do you understand? So that's why it is. So global citizenship, you can be a voice for justice. You be a voice for peace. You can be an ambassador of peace anywhere. In fact, if you become a member of the institute, we are going to certify you as a global peace ambassador. Global peace ambassador. Do you understand? So that global peace ambassador means that anywhere you find yourself, you have to stand for peace. Find yourself in Nigeria, you find yourself in America, stand and speak for peace, for justice, for your rights. You know your right anywhere you go. Nobody will intimidate you that you are in America or Nigeria and then you find yourself in America. You should be able to defend. So far as you are not doing anything wrong, then you can defend your right anywhere, anytime, any day. You understand? So that's what it is. So, by integrating peace education principles, conflict resolution skills, and values of empathy, tolerance, and respect into, curricula, like that's why I think we went to the executive secretary for Nigerian Education Research and whatever development also. We have been making a proposal. We want them to include peace education. All right, peace education as a subject and not as an aspect of social studies. Peace education should be something like peace studies. Do you understand? Peace studies. Peace studies should be a subject of its own and not some kind of aspect of social studies. No, it shouldn't be. Peace education or peace itself is so large that it's supposed to be a subject of its own. We invited the executive secretary to this National Research, Education and Research Development, whatever, to our annual conference. We wanted him to come so that from there we begin to engage with him on how we can introduce peace studies as a subject in our primary and secondary school, right? And if they need also support for us, we can develop the curriculum. We can hand it over to them. They can approve it and start using it. Do you understand? That's what we wanted. But we have a problem in our society. Sometimes we invite people for an occasion like this. They feel that you are inviting them to come and give you money. Sometimes it's not money per se. We just want to have a relationship with you so that we can begin to approach you on some of these needs. So that, because if we approach them as strangers, they will treat you as strangers. We want to bring you closer first. Get close to you, know us, know what we stand for. So that by the time we begin to engage with you, do you understand? It will not be so strange to you. Do you understand? That's what it is. But sometimes when you invite some of these leaders, they think that you are inviting them to come and give you money. It's not about money. Do you understand? So that is it. So peace studies must be included in our curriculum, in our national curriculum. And if you are here, you are an educationalist in your country, all right, or you have an opportunity to make peace studies a subject in your country, please take it up. Take it up and help so that we can have our young children being trained You know, one of the mission of the institute is to reshape the mindset, because even our children have been exposed to a negative narrative in our society. So with peace studies, their head can be, reshaped. Their mentality can be reshaped. Do you understand? And then they will begin to promote peace in their engagement. They cannot see me as an enemy. I cannot see them as an enemy. We'll forget about our differences, our cultural differences, our tribal differences, our religious differences, all right? Our political differences when it comes to governance. Do you understand? And all of that, and we can be able to achieve peace. Do you understand? But if we don't do that, then it becomes so difficult even to achieve peace. Do you understand? So this is what we're talking about here. Let's move forward. Advocacy for peace and sustainable development is another subtopic. Advocacy for peace and sustainable development is a subtopic, and that's what we're going to look at now. Advocacy for peace and sustainable development. All right. So advocacy for peace and sustainable development is a critical endeavor that involves promoting policies, practices, and initiatives that contribute to both peace building and sustainable development. We must do something. In fact, we must bring in or initiate and formulate policies that can, promote peace building activities and sustainable development. Policies and practices, because that's a very critical one, a very key one there about practices. Because some of the practices that we conduct, or some of the conduct we exhibit are, they contravene the principles of development. Do you understand? Yes, they are counterproductive and counter-developmental. So we need to bring policies and practices that promote and sustain development. Do you understand? So what are the key points to consider when advocating for peace and sustainable development? What are the key points that you're going to consider when you are advocating for peace and sustainable development? Number one is raise awareness. Raise awareness. Okay, you understand that plastic, indiscriminate disposals of plastic, materials is contaminating environment, and also it constitutes hazard to the environment, and also can block drainages, and of course can cause flooding, and that can be disastrous to the community. Do you understand? So you can raise this awareness so that people will know the dangers. When you drink Fanta, when you drink Coke, when you drink anything plastic, how do you dispose it? Very, very important. You raise this awareness. You raise awareness. Raise awareness. Do you understand? Raise awareness. Very, very important. Okay, maybe for instance now, you discover that there's issue of communal dispute all the time. You can raise awareness, the dangers. And when the communal disputes happen, they destroy properties, destroy houses. So you can raise awareness and let them see the danger of what they're doing. Because once, like what happened, like the community where I come from, all right, or the society where I come from, let me say it that way. We're always fighting with each other, clan against clan. And what happens when that fight happens? Sometimes they kill people, they burn houses, destroy people's farmland, destroy orange orchards. That destruction has taken you back, and has pushed you into deep poverty. That is, your farm has been destroyed, your orange orchard has been destroyed, your house is destroyed. How can you recover from that? It will take you years to recover from it. And some people were able to build these houses in their old age. Some people, it was their retirement benefit they used to build their houses. And then conflict came, destroy it. Those people cannot recover from it. Some, in fact, can die if they escape the bullet of the conflict, they will not escape hypertension. They cannot escape the death trap in poverty. If they are sick, they cannot even afford money to go to the hospital. Won't they die? They don't have food to eat again. So how will these people survive? You understand? So you can raise awareness to stop communal crisis in your community. I'm contesting for election, right? I'm contesting for election, and one of the things that is on my mind, if I win that election, I will end that thing, that communal conflict that happened in my state, right? I will bring a bill. I will sponsor a bill that will end communal dispute completely in my community. Do you understand? And I will sponsor it in such a way that I will not just sponsor it in its passage alone, but I will also carry out awareness campaign so that people will know the dangers that are involved in communal dispute, so that by the time you engage in it, you know that these are the consequences that you're going to face. Do you understand? So this is it. So it's very, very important that we do something like this. So in whatever capacity you find yourself, raise awareness about the dangers of conflict. Do you understand? It's very, very important that we do that. Do you understand? So you raise awareness, and of course you can approach policymakers. Like I'm talking about the issue of make a bill, all right, to stop a particular act. Do you understand? You can also approach policymakers. They can introduce a policy that will end some certain things. Meet with stakeholders. Do you understand? Engage them in various platforms like social media, events, and campaigns. Like what I'm talking to you here now. I'm selling an idea to you as well. In your community where you are from, you have an opportunity to do something to change it. Change it. Do you understand? Change it. All right? So that's what we're talking about there. Raise awareness. That's number one. Number one way of advocating for peace and sustainable development. We say you should raise, promote dialogue. You know, one of the things that I find it so difficult to understand is our inability to be able to admit and recognize our the path of peace. You know that what you are going for is not your own, but you are still insisting because you feel that you are powerful and you can take it by force. You are fighting. Why are you fighting? Why can't you toe the path of dialogue and understanding? Dialogue simply means discussing. Let's converse. It's a kind of conversation. And the conversation is to go in deeply, to listen to what is my concern. I listen to what is your concern. And then we come to understand each other better. And then, of course, we now provide the solutions to what we have dialogue and understood. Do you understand? But sometimes I wonder why we say, okay, there's a dispute over a piece of land. Let's take, for instance, a dispute over a piece of land. Can't the elders sit down, reason together, dialogue, and determine whose land is this? And if the land actually is interwoven, and both communities have been, cultivating the same piece of land, okay, in that kind of case, then people should, reach a trust. A trust in the sense that you divide the land. Let one community take the part, let another community take another part. Instead of fighting and killing over a piece of land, they fought, kill, destroy properties, destroy houses because of a piece of land. A piece of land. It happens in my community in such a way that government, in its wisdom, have to take over that land. The government took over the land, gave it to a missionary, a Catholic missionary. They built a school there, built a church there. All the communities, both communities that we're fighting now, they are fellowship in that church, and their children go to school in that school. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, still the school is still benefiting, whatever they do there is still benefiting them, but it was needless for all the killings and the destruction that happened. If they could have said, okay, let's divide the land, since you people don't want to settle it, let us divide the land into two. You take part, we take part. The matter settled. But sometimes, because we are overclaiming our rights, it is my land, I cannot give it up. So it's better for you to die, for your children to die, your property to die, for you to give a piece of land to your own fellow neighbor. That's you, because sometimes these things happen in such a way that this community, they are in the same local government. Do you understand? They are, in fact, they are brothers. They are brothers, and they are fighting over a piece of land for what? Fight and kill. And somebody is asking, Francis, you're asking, a bee can be sponsored, but will it be accommodated in the house and giving room for execution due to individual perspective and interest? Once, if I'm a member of the house and I sponsor a bee, take for instance now, I sponsor a bee and the bee is passed into law, right? This thing I'm talking about, I understand the peculiarities of the place, my place that I'm talking about. All right, this is a kind of a state bee, all right, and I understand my terrain, I understand the peculiarities of what I'm talking about. So the bee, it will be sponsored in such a way that, yes, of course, it will pass in the floors of the house, it will be debated, and it will pass through all the various stages, and then it will be passed into law, and then once the governor sign, it becomes a law. And once it becomes a law, what happens? It's going to be implemented. The only thing we need to do is, and that's why I say that we will not raise awareness, so that the community people will know what the bee is all about, the consequences involved. Do you understand? If you violate the law, that is it. So once that is done, and of course, bees like this can go through also public hearings. Do you understand? The community people also can add their own perspective. We can hear from different perspectives, and then modify to make sure that those differences are being accommodated, to make sure that the bee is something to write home about. Do you understand? So bees can go through public hearing. People can come in, give their input, and of course you aggregate the input and carry out the analysis, and then integrate those inputs and make sure that you have a very standard bee. Sometimes we rush to do some of these things, but if you want to do a genuine work and you are targeting to solve a problem, then I think you can do it better. We can do it better. Do you understand? So this is what I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about something that will just go and do it shabbily. We'll make sure that all the voices are being heard, all the perspectives are being considered, and then once the bill is passed into law, it's implementable. Do you understand? It's implementable. It can be executed. All right. That is just it. So even if others hold different perspective, but once the bill is passed into law, it becomes a legal instrument and it can be implemented. Do you understand? So that is just it. So another, Francis, I don't know whether I have answered your question. All right, another way of advocating for peace and sustainable development is support conflict resolution. Support conflict resolution, advocate for peaceful resolution of conflict. All right, that's you support any effort making to address the root cause of conflict and promote reconciliation. Do you understand? So that is it. So where there's need for dialogue, let's dialogue. If there where there's need for mediation, let's mediate so that we can have peace. All right. You have to advocate for sustainable development, right? Support policies and initiatives that promote economic, social, and environmental sustainability. The environment is doing us shaggy now. What we call in house shaggy, trouble, as in giving us so much headache. Do you understand? Yes. That's what so environmental what do you call it, degradation is giving us so much troubles now. Why? Because we have not respected the environment, and the environment is not respecting us anymore. When you dump your refuse, when you dump your plastic containers anyhow, the environment will help you pack them and block your drainages. Where the environment block your drainages, what they do, the environment will bring water, and the water will not be able to pass. So the water will go to your room, go to your houses, take them. Because we do not respect the environment, what happened? We're talking about the greenhouse gases, climate change. The greenhouses emission is causing what we call the global warming, and the global warming is giving us what we don't want to talk about: tsunamis, windstorms, hurricanes. Do you understand? In Lagos, for those of you that are in Lagos, you understand what I'm talking about. Lagos is flooding every year out, and the surprising and amazing thing is that in the place where rich people in Lagos lives, is there that they suffer the most. Ikoyi, for those of you that are Lekki is always flooding. Do you understand? So we need to, we build on waterways. Build on waterways, what happened? The water will surely come. And when it comes, what happened? It must consume you. Do you understand? It must consume you. I think it was in 2020 or so, 2021, there was flooding in Abuja here. The flooding nearly clipped an estate because it was built on the waterways. It took people's cars and houses and wiped it away. Do you understand? That's what it is. So advocating for sustainable development is what we need to do. All right? So advocate for sustainable practices in such areas as energy use, so that we'll be using clean energy. Do you understand? And I think that's one of the goals of sustainable development goals, all right? Agricultural practices. Let's not carry out agricultural practices that will create what? Erosion. Will bring about environmental degradation. Will bring about global heat warming. Of course, there's a place in Jigawa. When I was in Jigawa, that's Dutse, precisely. There was a forest. Suddenly, I saw that everything was cleared. And then they started allocating the land for people to build. But the forest were places like Jigawa, where there is serious heat, and there is a forest, and you clip it out. No tree was standing because they want to build houses. Do you understand? So why won't they die from heat waves? I can tell you, during heat waves, if you go to the north, if you like, go and, okay, if you like now, if you're in the north and you want to ascertain to what I'm talking about, go to the graveyard now. Go to the graveyard now and take the statistics of the number of people that are dying now. And then you compare it during the time of the heat period, so that you know the number of people that died during the rainy season and the heat period. It will shock you. Do you understand? It will shock you. People died during the heat period very well in the north. You think it is they are getting sick and dying. So what is causing the heat and the sickness? Do you understand? So some of these things are through this heat that we're talking about. All right. Empower local communities. Advocate for the empowerment of what local communities to participate in decision-making processes. Of course, you want to do anything for the community must be engaged. They must be involved. The communities, all the stakeholders must be, brought to participate in the decision that affects them. Do you understand? That is very, very important. Collaborate with stakeholders. That's what I'm talking about. All the stakeholders must be brought to, participate in decision making. Businesses, organizations, government institutions must come together to bring policies that will solve the community problem. Monitor progress. Educate and mobilize. Right? When you educate the people, mobilize them for action. Mobilize them for action. That's why after we educate you here, we still call you to come and become a member of the institute. Because becoming a member of the institute will now bring you closer to carry out some of the things that we talk about here. Because when you become a member of the institute, we integrate you in our state chapters. Right? Some of you, we integrated you in our state chapters, you are not participating effectively. Even their meetings, you don't attend. Some of you are members, I'm talking to you here. You don't even attend their meetings. Do you understand? You don't even attend their meetings. And that is not a good behavior. So you have to come, join others to be part of what they are doing in the community and contribute. They can create community initiatives. You can create community projects. You can carry out research on a particular issue that is causing issues. Do you understand? And then you'll be able to take action to mitigate such issues. So when you become a member, we work collectively. What you cannot be able to do alone, collectively you'll be able to achieve it. Do you understand? So that is it. So lastly for today, we are going to look at media and communication strategies in peace advocacy. This is another subheading. Media and communication in what? Media and communication strategies in peace advocacy. This is the last topic we are looking at today. Media and communication strategies in peace what? Advocacy. So media and communication plays a very crucial role in promoting peace by shaping narratives, facilitating dialogue, and raising awareness about peace. But this same media can cause conflict. Your reportage, all right, can cause conflict, and it can also promote peace. Because sometimes our level of reporting sometimes is negative. And I understand the reason why sometimes government sometimes hide the figures of people that died in a particular conflict. Do you understand? It's to reduce the dangers of. All right, let me give you one example of a negative kind of report that we used to. Our media is not helping us. Media, if there's a conflict in a community and 200 people were killed, all right, maybe one side was killed, 200 of those people from one side killed. Do you understand? If you come and say that Group A, 100 members of Group A were killed, what are you talking about? You are telling Group A that Group B killed your 200 people. So you must revenge by killing 200 or more of Group B. Is that Is it not the message? That's the message. But if you report the news that many were feared dead or many were killed, you did not say whether it's group A or B that were killed. So in such a way, then maybe it's them that are involved that may know. Do you understand? So it will not be much. But when we report like that, like okay, let's say one tribe against another tribe, and then tribe A kills tribe B in good numbers, and then you report it and you code a number. What are you telling group B? That maybe even the ones that are not even within the area where the conflict is happening will be mobilizing and going that they want to go and fight against the group A. Do you understand? That's why it is. So that we have to revenge for the people that were killed. But if you say you report your news that many were killed, many people were killed without tagging it to a particular community, and also to it may seem as if you are not being transparent with the information, but it is for good, it's for prevention. It's to reduce the danger involved in that particular conflict. Do you understand? It's very, very important. So media can contribute to promote peace. At the same time, it can be a source of conflict. So, but it depends on how you carry out your reportage. It can generate or it can reduce conflict. Do you understand? So some effective media and communication strategies that can be employed to promote peace are: 1. Promote positive narratives. Promote positive narratives. In fact, we are in a society where negative news flies better than positive news. If I say, see this training like this, I say, let's come and do this training for free. People are not coming. All right? Come and learn something that will help you to solve community problems. They are not coming. But if it's a nude picture now, if I put nude picture here now, you see, it will fly. If I do something funny here now, it will fly. All the ones, see, all the one that I'm talking about. Okay, please, I did not get the soft hidden. Okay, you did not get the soft hidden. Soft hidden is media and communication strategies in peace advocacy. Media and communication strategies in peace advocacy. Have you gotten it now? Media and communication strategies in peace advocacy. That's the soft heading. Now, if I prevention now, maybe let's take for instance now. Some of you, if I say share this training, you don't even share. Even to comment, you don't comment. Some of you just come here. Even to like, you don't like. You just come and listen to this training and then you disappear. But peradventure, if I insult anybody on this platform now, as I'm talking to you now, maybe any of the participants here now, I decide to insult one of you here and insult the hair out of your life, you will now begin to share this particular thing that I insulted you. In fact, some of you will go and even cut that particular video and begin to and say, this is a registrar of the Institute of Global Peace. They say they are promoting peace. See how he insulted this person. See how that the negative narrative will just fly. Like nobody will, but nobody cares. So even to share this training for others to come and benefit from it too. But if I say something negative, I just do something that seems to be negative, you see how you'll be pushing it. Before you know it, the whole world will know me. In fact, the whole world will know about Institute of Global Peace as a useless the way just all manner. But now nobody is saying anything now. So promote positive narratives. So share this video. Let people see that something good is happening here. It's not only negative things that we will share. When they say Buhari died, in fact, some people were even drumming to promote how Buhari died. Buhari died, Buhari died. I say I will not be a part of those that will promote such kind of news. You understand? Sad news, bad news. That's what we want to promote. Platform consolidation and cooperation showcase examples of successful conflict resolution, peace building, and those initiatives can help. Engage diverse voices. Engage what? Diverse voices. Ensure that a diverse range of voices, including marginalized groups and affected communities, are represented in media coverage and communication initiatives related to peace. So once you are doing something for peace, let everybody have the opportunity to say their own. Don't just go and cover one side and then come and say a lot of things. No. Let all the parties say something. We want to talk about herdsmen and the farmers. Hear the stories from the farmers. Hear the stories from the herders. And you yourself also go ahead and carry out an investigation, secret investigation, to know the reality of things that they are telling you. Is what they are telling you matches with what you are getting through your secret investigation? If you find something different, then you have to see how you can, but at all point in times, if you want to resolve any form of conflict, you want to promote peace, always get the parties involved or hear from each other before you take a decision. Use storytelling. Narratives have the power to humanize conflicts and build empathy. Use storytelling. All right, use storytelling. That's one of the things that we are working on now. Every day we are thinking of how best to do it, to animate stories. We can animate stories at different levels, at adult level, at children level, at teenage level. We have these categories of videos animated. You understand? And tell stories. Tell stories about civil war. Tell stories about religious war. Tell stories about ethnic cleansing. Tell stories about politics, political instability. Tell stories about peace building. Tell our own stories and promote peace through it. Do you understand? Through those stories, lessons will be learned. Young children will learn those lessons through watching those videos. I have seen how powerfully cartoon has played a very vital role in my children's life. Do you understand? So these are the things. So we need to tell these stories. Storytelling, very, very important. So young children can learn lessons from it. When I was coming up as a young boy in school, we read stories like African Night Entertainment. Some of the stories we read from African Night Entertainment are still in my head. We read stories of Incorrigible George. They're still in our head. We read stories of Chicken and the River. They're still in our heads. Do you understand? They're still in our heads. So we need some of these stories. Tell our stories to help us. They help young children to promote peace. We tell those stories about peace, and it will go a long way to help young people promote peace. Do you understand? Promote dialogue and understanding. Always encourage dialogue and understanding. Don't be a person that will encourage a part of war. Don't encourage people for war. Don't encourage people to fight. But in every situation, if someone carries a gun at you, don't kneel down to beg for peace. Defend yourself first before you talk about peace. Someone come to kill you. You know that this person is coming to kill you. Don't kneel down and beg him for peace. Find a way, defend yourself first. Then you can discuss peace. Do you understand? But if the situation is not threatening your life, then there's no need why you start threatening someone's life. Rather, engage in dialogue, and solve your problem. Are we together? Leverage digital media to do so. I'm using digital media now to talk to you, to get this training done, to reach you. All right. In fact, we are designing something that will benefit you more, so that even on your own you can be learning without necessarily having this kind of interaction. We may have this kind of interaction just on few occasions, but you can learn from videos and so many things that we are working on. Collaborate with media partners, train media professionals, all right? Monitor and counter misinformation. Yes, you too, if somebody give a narrative that is not correct, you can counter it. You understand? Give the authentic information you know. Train media personnel, media professionals, you people should come and take this training. We have peace and conflict journalism, right? We have peace and conflict journalism as a course. Peace and conflict journalism as a course. And we can certify you as a investigative journalist, right? Certify peace and conflict investigative journalist, all right? So you can come. We'll certify you, train you and certify you, license you. We'll license you as a a certified conflict investigator or journalist. Do you understand? So that is it. Evaluate impact. Measure the impact of media and communication strategies to help you. So these are the things that we're going to, when you want to advocate for peace and sustainable development, these are the ways you are going to do it, right? So that you achieve peace, you achieve sustainable development. All right? And tomorrow, I'm not going to be around. I'm going to travel, and I'm traveling to my village. They say that those of us that are experienced on a particular platform or party, we are having a meeting tomorrow, so they are inviting me as well. So I will be traveling, so I'm not sure who will do the training tomorrow, but I will try as much as possible to drop the manual, right? I will drop the manual in our WhatsApp group. I will ask Daniel to work on it and drop it in our WhatsApp group, so that you people can have the manual. At least if we're not able to meet tomorrow, Saturday, and then Sunday, at least we can meet on Monday again. So, but you can have the manual you'll be reading, and then at least it will go a long way to help you. Are we together? So thank you very much for your time. I think our training is long today. All right. So thank you very much. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for always taking time to be part of our training. And if you want to also become a member of the Institute, our inductions are coming up very soon. Our inductions are coming up next month, so you can take time to participate and become a member of the Institute. Even if you're outside Nigeria, you can do it. You can do online. Or for those of you that are in Zambia, our able coordinator, Barrister Swale, is there. They are registering people in Zambia very seriously. So if you're in Zambia, you can reach out to her, and then you also be registered and be inducted. And in other countries like Cameroon, Kenya, Ethiopia, we have representative there. In Lesotho, we also have representative. You can also join them in Lesotho. Are you getting a point now? So in Uganda, the same thing. In Namibia, the same thing. All right. In Rwanda, the same thing. So just reach out to us, and we'll connect you with our coordinators there, our representatives, and then you'll be engaged. So thank you very much. We appreciate you. Have a wonderful night rest. See you soon. Somebody's asking about my name. And Cecilia, you don't know my name? Ambassador Joshua Tahule. Ambassador Joshua Tahule. All right. Joshua. Just Joshua is okay. I think Joshua is what you can remember. If I call Tahule now, you don't understand. It's my tribal name. All right. Thank you very much. See you Somebody is asking, okay, those of us doing induction in Lagos, are we writing exam period, the induction? No, you are not writing exams. Although this particular training you are doing now, the examination is coming up before your induction in Lagos. So definitely you are going to write the exam before the induction. I think that's the question you are trying to ask. This particular training, you are going to write the examination for it before 9th of August, which is your induction date. So just prepare. By end of the month, you'll be writing the examination for this course. I believe before the end of the month, we are done with the training. Thank you very much. See you by tomorrow. By Monday. Let me say by Monday, because I'm not sure tomorrow. Good night. Enjoy your nice night rest. Bye.